everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I'm back again with this colouring book, and this time, as promised, I'm going to film the eyes and the tears. Somebody kindly asked if I would film how I do the tears, so I am recreating the one from the reference picture on this page, so hopefully I can copy it quite well and I don't get stuck on film. I have documented all of this page in colours. You can see all these little post-it notes up here of all the colours for everything I've used on the page. So if anybody would like any of these combos for what I have used here, please just ask and I will screenshot this and send it to you. But so far on camera, if you want to go onto my other videos, I have filmed some of the leaves and I have just put up on the channel how I put all this sort of floral detailing into the dress. So if you want to check that out, it is on the channel, those two things. So I'm going to get zoomed in on the eyes for you. So let's pull it over this way a bit, get zoomed in so we can see what we're doing. Pull it this way, so hopefully that's zoomed in enough and it's not too blurry. So the colours that I'm going to use today are, again, the Fabercastell polychromos. It's what I've used for the whole of this page. So I'm using the light green 171. I'm using Cobalt turquoise 153. I'm using salmon 130. I'm using warm grey 271. Payne's grey 181. And black 199. I'll also be adding in some white gel pen at the end. So first I'm going to start with the light green 171. And I'm going to fill in all the bit of the eye that will be coloured. So I'm going to leave that little highlight in. So I think if I do the main bulk of the eye first and then I do the tear, hopefully that will work out better. These illustrations have the most gorgeous big eyes. Beautiful. If you want to practice your eyes, might be a good book for you. So I'm going to go in now with the Cobalt turquoise 153, and I'm going to go in quite dark at the top because here we have like a shadow where this colour is and it's in there quite deeply. You might feel a bit intimidated putting down a colour like this so harshly, but it blends beautifully together at the end. So I'm going to have all black up there as well. I'm going to give her some quite heavy eyeliner later, so we'll just pull it up to there and then I can bring the black into it. Now I'm going a bit lighter around the front. I'm going to leave the lightest green there. I'm going to take this colour up here as well. And I'm going to do the same on the opposite eye. So going right up to here. Gorgeous colours these, it's going to look stunning. I've been so desperate to get these eyes done. I've left them till last. So there we go. I think that's where I want that to be. So I'm going to go back in with the light green now and we're going to burnish. So light green 171. going to bring all that together. And on this side as well. It will look rather strange at the minute, but when we get all the black details in and we sort of outline the eye, it'll all come together. So that's that at the minute. So I'm going to go in with some grey now. So this is warm grey 271, and I'm going to use this just in the corners of the eye. And then I'm going to use the salmon 130, and I'm going to put the tiniest amount right in the corner. And I'm actually going to use, I'm going to sharpen my Ivory pencil, because I'm going to use that to just smoosh that pink in a little bit so it's not so harsh. Like that. So next up I'm going to go in with all the black detailing, making sure that the pencil's really sharp. This is 199. I'm going to be really careful with this bit now. Starting off quite lightly and just mapping out where I want it to be, and then I can put any depth in after. Let's just give her a little flick there. So I can make it a bit thicker now. I'm happy with that line. I'm happy with that. I think I want a bit more of a shadow over this side. There we go, and then I'm going to put the lashes in. So she's got 3 little lashes. I think there's one there, and one there. So we're just going to flick those really delicately into there. Next up, I'm going to do the iris. So hopefully this is being brought to life. I'm just looking at my reference picture, it's a bit different to this, so I'm going to fill that bit in. I sort of get a circular shape, and then just at the ends I like to just buff them out a little bit, because if you look at someone's iris, they're not perfectly round. You have these little jagged bits that sort of stick out a little bit sometimes, like it's a bit fuzzy at the ends almost. So I think I'm happy with that. So I'm going to do the same on the other eye, and then we're going to come back and do something to this one. So I'm just going to spin the book a little bit. I'm going to very carefully map out where I want it first, like I did with the other eye. I think. Let me just turn the book slightly. I apologise if my hands got in the way a little bit. Just gonna get that flicking. Then there's a bit of a hooded bit as if the lashes have sort of come over in that direction. Because the lashes on this one are here, I think. So I'll flick one there, and one there, like that. Now I am just going to buff the ends of this one a bit to almost make it a bit smoky. And on the inside. She's definitely got a bigger eye on that side. Let me have a look. Let's bring it up a tiny bit more there. I'm just fiddling now, guys, I'm fiddling. Right, I'm going to do the centre now as well on this one. So again, the exact same as I did on the other eye. So I'm mapping out the initial shape. And then making the ends a bit fuzzy. That's all I'm going to do for now. Now to the tears. I'm going to start off by putting a little bit of the warm grey 271, and I'm gonna just put a really light layer of it over the tears and a little bit under the eye there, just to give it a sort of off-white sort of colour. Maybe a bit darker at the base here. Press on with a harder pressure there. So now I'm going to go in with the Payne's grey, so the 181, and I'm gonna pick out little bits to sort of highlight. Anything that you feel you've put down too harshly, you can dull down with your Ivory pencil or a white pencil. You can go over the top. So I'm just going to pop a bit of this at the bottom of the eye as well there. So we don't want to go in with black because I don't want it to be too harsh. In fact, I'm going to erase that line. I think it should be there. So I'm going to get my Tombow eraser. I do apologise. I'm just going to erase that little line there. should be there. Gonna bring a hard pressure line there. And then moving on to this eye again. You're just sort of doing an outline around it all, but a really delicate one. So I'm just going to use this around the eye as well there, and around the eye here. Hopefully that's looking okay. I am going to get the warm grey again, 271. Just to buff around the areas we've just been with the Payne's grey, just to sort of make it a bit fuzzy and not so harsh lines. Don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but I know what I mean. So now I'm going to get a white, so white 101. And I'm just going to smoosh this together. And that is all I'm going to do. So now what's left to do is just to put some of the highlights in her eyes with a white gel pen. Now I'm going to use the Arteza, my most favourite gel pen. So I'm going to go over the one that we've already got there. I'm going to give her quite magical eyes. And then the other one. I've already got two of them already in for us. And there we go. And that's the illustration finished. So I'm going to zoom out now. Get you back in frame. So that's it, finished. All I've got to do now is, I don't know if this is a bit fuzzy. Why is it fuzzy? Oh, now it decides to focus. Well, technology. So all I've got left to do is to darken up some of these leaves down here, which I'll do in my own time because we don't want to bore you with that. I'll just give you a close-up now. It's decided to focus on those eyes. So hopefully you can see what I've sort of done with the grey tones around those tears. And there we go. That's the page finished. Like I said at the start, if you want any of the colour combos, please do just message me and I will screenshot. I have written down every single colour I've used on this page. Please do hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching everyone. Bye bye.